What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about cravings, and I know everyone deals with this at some point with their fitness journey. Like everyone has that one situation where they're doing really well with their diet, everything's going great, and then out of nowhere you just have a craving and you feel like you have no control over it. So today I'm going to break down exactly everything you need to do when you get a craving, why they happen, what's causing them, and how to actually deal with them properly. So let's get into it. The first thing I want to talk about is the difference between physical cravings and psychological cravings, because they're two completely different things and the way you deal with them is also completely different. So most people just treat every craving the exact same way, and that's why they struggle. So with physical cravings, this is when your body actually needs something. The most common one and the one that surprises most people is dehydration. So most of the time you think you're actually craving food, but you're actually just dehydrated. Like genuinely just drink a full glass of water, wait like 10-15 minutes, and your craving would go away. That's it. So your body was just asking for water and your brain interpreted it as hunger. So next time you feel a craving, don't just eat food straight away. Drink water, wait 10-15 minutes, and you'll be surprised how quickly that craving disappears. The other physical one are electrolytes. So if you're training hard, you're sweating, you're losing a lot of sodium and minerals. So your body will start craving salty things or even sweet things because it needs to have that balance. So if you're training a lot and you keep getting those cravings, it might literally be that you just need to get more electrolytes. This could be in the form of just the electrolyte drink. And the last physical one is your deficit is too aggressive. So if you're eating way too little calories, your body is genuinely asking you for more fuel, it's asking you for more energy, and if you keep ignoring it, it's going to get worse and worse, and you're going to constantly be hungry and start having these crazy cravings all the time. So look at your calorie intake, and if it might just be a little bit too low, maybe bump it up a tiny bit so you're still in the deficit, but not so big of a deficit. The next one is psychological cravings. Psychological cravings are a completely different story. So these are ones that aren't really about hunger at all, but they're more about stress, boredom, just food addictions, and they're always caused by something. So if you're stressed or bored, your brain will literally look for dopamine hits. And one of the easiest and quickest ways to get that is with some tasty foods, especially those unhealthy snacks. So you're not actually hungry. Your brain is just trying to make you feel better. This is why people stress eat. This is why people binge eat. It's just a habit and it's just something to make you feel better. So it's just what your brain is programmed to do. And then there's also habit loops. Like if every single night you sit on the couch and you snack, your brain is literally connecting the couch with snacking. So the second you sit down on the couch, the craving hits and you want to start snacking. Not because you're hungry, but because your brain expects it. Our brain always links certain things with certain actions. And it's the same with like watching TV and snacking at the same time. Like those go hand in hand for a lot of people. Like you associate eating with that habit. And once you understand this, you can then break the habit and work towards healthier habits. And then there's also social pressure. This is a really big one. Like how many times have you been totally fine, not hungry at all, and then someone offers you food and suddenly you want it? Your brain just got triggered by seeing it or being offered it. And here's something that people don't talk about enough. A lot of foods you crave aren't random. Food companies literally spend millions and millions of dollars designing snacks to be as addictive as possible. Like they make the texture a certain way so it's really addictive and satisfying to eat. And the combination of salt, sugars, fats, and a bunch of other chemicals that makes your brain go crazy, and it's almost impossible to stop eating it. Like these companies have the best scientists in the world, teams of people trying to make these foods as addictive as possible for you. So of course it's difficult. Like the actual food you're eating is designed to be more addictive. So just keep this in mind every time you open up a bag of chips or chocolate or whatever it is, ice cream. Like all these things are designed to be more addictive. So onto the solution, like what do you actually do about this? The biggest thing, and I cannot stress this enough, is your environment. If the snacks in your house are unhealthy, you're eventually going to eat them. But if the snacks or your fridge is full of healthy food, that's the food you're going to have. Your environment is so important. Like you could have the best willpower in the world, but if your environment is horrible, you're going to cave into those bad habits. And it's not about willpower. You can't just rely on willpower. There's going to be days where you're tired and stressed and you just want to have those snacks. So your environment is what's going to help you in that situation. So if you do have a lot of unhealthy snacks, just replace them with healthier things. So if you have a lot of ice cream, which is high in calories, replace it with ice lollies or popsicles, whatever. Like you can replace it with that. Or if you have a lot of candy, replace that with fruits. You can always make those healthy switches and improve your environment to help you a lot with your fitness journey. And the last point, which I really think is underrated, is the longer you go without something, the less you actually care about it, the less your body wants it, the less you crave it. So I haven't had junk food in like a year and a half, and I just don't want it. I just don't feel the urge for it. I used to always want it. 3 times a week, 4 times a week, I'd want to have McDonald's, but now I don't even want it. I don't want to look at it. I don't even want to have a few fries from there. I don't want anything. Like I just want to eat the food that I like and that makes me feel good. And after a couple weeks, your body will get used to not having that food and not having that unhealthy snack. So It's just a matter of getting used to it. And sometimes we don't want to cut things out completely. Like if you like soft drinks, if you like whatever candy, whatever snacks you like, you can still have them, but just in moderation. And when you fill most of your diet with those healthy foods, those balanced meals, and you have some snacks on top, it's completely fine. But just be more aware of it. You know, instead of snacking mindlessly, snack consciously. Do it in a way where you've had healthy meals all day and you've allowed yourself to have a few hundred calories worth of unhealthy stuff, and that's completely fine. So to bring it all together, when a craving hits, first identify if it's physical or psychological. If it's physical, drink water, check your electrolytes, and check if you're eating enough. And if it's psychological, identify the trigger and then deal with that instead. So fix your environment, stop relying on willpower every single day, and also give it some time, because the less you eat something, the less you're gonna want it. And cravings aren't about being weak. It's about understanding what's happening with your body and your brain to actually address that. Once you understand it, it's so much easier to manage. But first you have to understand what the craving actually is, why your body wants it, and then you can work backwards and solve it. So I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comments. I'll try to reply to all of them. And if you want my help personally with your nutrition, your training, your lifestyle, your habits, whatever it is, just send me a DM. Just message me personally. The first link is in the description, and we can talk privately and see how I can help you further. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Whatever questions you have, put them in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.